So, you want to learn about Dwerve? Well, you have come to the wrong place, but you know what? I'll try to give you all at least a subpar review on the game since you decided to come here. So, Dwerve, this blue-haired boy right here is our main protagonist. A young dwarf among his raiding clan, and like the rest of their kin, they have escaped from the mountains due to the aggressive trolls who now inhabit their old homes. The dwarves have escaped to the surface as the trolls are unable to withstand the sunlight and would die on contact. They have now become raiders and are alike to Vikings or pirates. Now, Dwarve is a tower defense game where you will progressively get more turrets added to your arsenal that would be used to mow down those who oppose you. Dwarve is pretty unique with the way that it expands upon the tower defense genre and incorporates many ideas that I haven't seen from games in the same vein. The environment and area around you actually have a major impact on your gameplay, and multiple game styles can be effective on the same arena. One must really pay attention to their surroundings if you want to succeed in this game. Now, I fairly enjoyed the game despite not already being into tower defense, so that was a nice surprise. But I did have some problems with the game, so let's get on with... The first problem I had with the actual gameplay was I found it sometimes difficult to place the towers exactly where I wanted them, and would have to destroy them and then try to replace them again. Now, this could easily be fixed by making it so that if the place button was held down, there would be an outline of where your tower would be, and honestly, this may not be a problem with some of you, but I found at least some difficulty with that. The next problem I saw was their artifacts, the Boomerang in general. Now, before I get into that, I should mention that the game says it will offer 5 plus artifacts, and all I'm hoping is that they will really bump up that number, as 5 special items doesn't seem like it would be all that much if they were all similar to the Boomerang. Now, getting into the Boomerang, it is an item you get early on and it allows Dwerve to do some passive damage while you stand still. Now, there's really no negative to this, and honestly my complaints are pretty petty, but I just felt as though the Boomerang did very little and would oftentimes miss if you're trying to kite the enemies. And from footage I have seen of the game, this complaint may become obsolete anyways, as it seems that kiting will never really have to be done and is really only prevalent in these very early areas. And to be honest, from the demo and the footage I've seen, that is really the only complaints I have about the game. Anything else I would want to add would just be speculation, and honestly, is probably in the works anyway. The game has a nice art style, the music is pleasing to the ear and adds to the atmosphere of the game. The combat doesn't seem like it would get stale with all the different towers and playstyles you could mess around with. All around, Dwarve seems like it would be a pretty good addition to the genre, and with future added content, or DLC, could be relevant and enjoyable for a long time. Anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.